One of the party there.
You want to implead some parties? On the request made by Sri R.P. Sharma, Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioners, matter is adjourned by 2 weeks to enable filing of impleadment application. 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Who is for the higher education? Mr. Sisti? Higher education, record anybody's name?
Eight officer. Eight officer is
Learned Standing Council Higher Education is present.
Only I had informed.
Yes. Mr. Sekya?
Item number 55. Item number 55. But I have some difficulty in the second half. Could it be taken up before rising lordship in the first? The contempt
55.
matter. We have also informed the other side subject that they will proper.
Okay, we'll try.
Item.
Okay.
Deeply.
Is it urgent? Oh, 18 matter. Okay.
Contempt matter.
Okay. We'll try to have it in the first half, otherwise we'll have it some other day.
Lord.
Okay.
Deeply.
Yes.
Hey, please, my
Mr. Sinha?
Yes, ma'am. In item number 39, we have filed affidavit in opposition. And also one I that may be equalization. Item number 39.
Maybe you want to call it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, bring it.
Right.
Yes.
wait, please, my prayer for listing of a motion matter for 2.
Yes, motion, yes.
I'm deeply outside.
In item number 9, I have filed an additional affidavit yesterday. That this affidavit come up with this matter, but any other Monday or witness
Item number
9 matter.
9.
Monday or witness the matter, motion matter.
Sri Hussain, Learned Counsel for the petitioners, has submitted that an additional affidavit has been filed yesterday,
Yesterday.
which is not tagged with the records. Para, list this matter on Monday, so and so day, along with the additional affidavit said to have been filed. Yes.
Item number 32, I contact the other side. Some process is going on.
Item number
32.
32.
32.
Yes.
Non-payment of salary, some process is going on. So
Okay.
this is the matter of the application.
Ms. K. Devi, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, submits that some process is on towards redressal of the grievance of the petitioner, and she accordingly prays for some time. Para? Secondary education?
Yes,
You are there, SMT Shistri.
yes.
Learned Standing Counsel as secondary education as well as finance. Anyone? Finance? Finance, RM Barua? Hey, Chalia? Whoever is there.
Nobody.
RM Barua, Miss RM Barua, Learned Counsel
Yes.
is present for the finance department. Miss, huh? Accordingly, list after the summer vacation. Yes, summer vacation.
Maybe.
Yes,
I will mention item for 10 minutes.
10. Yes,
Pass over the matter for the team.
10 motion matter. Why?
Minor. Some
A.K. Azad.
mild.
Sri A.K. Azad, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, prays for an adjournment. Para, list accordingly after a week.
All
Items 10.
Yes. I beg to mention item 14, 15, and 21 on behalf of Mr.
14,
N.
15, 21. Yes.
On behalf of Mr. N. Hussain. To pass over for the deal.
21. On a request made on behalf of Sri N. Hussain, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, matter is adjourned to be listed after a week. Separate orders, huh? 14,
15
15,
and 21.
and 21. Same order, huh?
Ma.
Yes,
Please a lot.
yes.
Item number 26 and 27.
Hmm.
Quick file reply.
Okay.
After vacation. 26.
Okay. On a prayer made by Ms. K. Barua, Learned Counsel for the petitioners, matter is adjourned by 3 weeks to enable filing of rejoinder affidavit. Separate orders, huh? 26, 27. Yes.
May I please, your lordship? I beg to mention for the listing of WPC 5854/2024. Lordship, the matter was last listed on 19/12/2024. it ought to be listed on 4 weeks, but till
What
now,
is the subject matter?
subject matter of the petitioner has applied for the post of Persian teacher in a college, namely Sri Krishna Academy. But unfortunately, after giving the calling letter, the institution has disqualified the petitioner for the age criteria. We have challenged this order.
Okay,
this-
Monday next, Monday next.
Maybe item number 24
Hmm,
for a activity.
hmm,
I am for the petitioner.
yes.
And objection already been ready by the only signature.
Inform the other side.
I will inform the
No, no, you inform, no, you will not. do.
I thought that
No, if you have searched not got,
Doctor-
that is your problem, not our problem.
Dr. Ahmed, immediately I will inform. Better may be taken up after 2 days.
Without consent, we cannot pass any orders. Please understand this. We have been repeating every day. Just consider yourself to be on the other side.
Rochiba, better mention item number 33 of the daily list. Okay?
33.
I'm taking an adjournment for a day.
You are for the petitioner.
Yes, Lordship. On behalf of Council Mr. Esport.
Okay. On a request made on behalf of the petitioner, matter is adjourned to be listed after a week. Yes. 33.
I, on behalf of Ann Within Malaki Assam, in respect to item number 14, 15, and 21.
We have already.
Sorry,
We cannot adjourn twice. It seems Ann Hussain is very popular. I didn't want. Item 1. 22 matter for motion, why?
The petitioner was directed to file additional by order date 12/22.
Not filed.
Till that, they have not filed.
What is the subject matter?
Provincialization matter.
Mizazul Hawk, Hawk, SDB. Where are they?
On 4 occasions, perhaps, they failed to file a petition.
We can issue notice. Why? Where aren't they there? None appears for the petitioner on call. Para 3 SR Rabhal and its standing counsel BTC has also informed this court that in spite of numerous opportunities, the additional affidavit, which was to be filed by the petitioner, has not been done. Para, in the interest of justice, matter is adjourned by a week.
Under 2 and 3 relates to the old pension scheme matter,
Yes.
but writ appeal is pending, my lord.
Hmm.
So it is likely to be held on in the month of December. Here
Will
you-
issue notice in this?
Yes, yes,
At the meantime,
yes.
in the meantime, if there is any development, you can inform this
Yes.
court. Both are similar.
Similar, similar.
The grievance expressed in this writ petition is with regard to the aspect of the petitioner being governed by the new pension rules. Full stop. According to the petitioner, it is the old pension rules of 1969 which should be applicable in her case, in his, at her, at his, huh? In their, in, bottom to her, second to their.
There.
Para. Miss K. Devi, learned counsel for the petitioner, at a petitioner's above, has however submitted that the issue is presently pending adjudication before the writ appellate court. Para. Be that as it may, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks.
For 1, 3, and
3
4.
P.K. Bora, learned standing counsel. Elementary Education Department accepts notice on behalf of respondent 1, 3, and
3 and
4. Finance, yes. RM Borua, finance, sir. Second respondents are the same?
Yes,
Same, my lord.
Okay, extra copies within 2 working days.
Obliged.
Returnable করিছো না 6 weeks করিছো না? Yes, Ms. Abedin.
My lord, the matter relates to the amalgamation of the ME school with the high school, where this ME school headmaster, as your lordship is aware, to be treated as the assistant headmaster, but it's not done. In this case, what happened, my lord? So
Who are you?
I'm the headmaster of
Of the
ME
ME school.
Yes. Over here, my lord, if your lordship looks at one document,
Where we issue notice?
notice. My lord, only thing that another similar matter was exactly filed on the same day, but incidentally that came individually and this came later on.
In those cases, notices have been issued?
Yeah, notice has been issued.
Okay, we'll tag along with those.
Yes, sir.
Heard Sri J. Abedin, Learned Counsel, for the petitioner who is aggrieved by non-conferment of his benefits, of the service benefits upon him, full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that he was working as the headmaster. She was working as the headmaster of the ME school, which has been amalgamated with the Kamini Sarkar Girls High School.
Yes, sir.
ME school to Namdiba of the Raichand ME school, which has been amalgamated with Kamini Sarkar Girls High School. And as per the rules governing the field, the petitioner ought to have been made the assistant headmaster of the amalgamated school, which has not been done. Para, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Yes,
I propose to 7.
1-1, secondary.
One.
NM Sharma. NM Sharma, Standing Council, secondary 1, 2. 1, 2.
One.
1 and 2. Finance, RM Borua. RM Borua, 3, Miss RM Borua. Karbi Anglong,
4 to 7.
4, 5, 6, 7, 4 to 7. Extra copies within 2 days. List along with WPC,
2406.
25.
Yes.
Okay.
My lord, instead of 4 weeks, 6 weeks, could it be 4 weeks, my lord?
Okay, all yes, 4 weeks.
Deeply obliged.
Naam to জানো না? S Kemprai, Karbi Anglong.
Regarding the opening of portal, inactive of portal, my lord. So students won't be able to get admission due to,
No, this was here notice was
yes,
issued already.
yes, my lord. The lordship has a person order. Last order can be perused.
Yes. After instructions, yes, madam.
Hey,
Lordship, the director has already written to the secretary and we are waiting for the necessary approval of.
When
From
can
that.
we have this?
1 week, Lordship, 1 week of.
no, Monday, my lord, then.
Next Monday or next?
Students are
Monday.
waiting to get
Next
admission.
Monday, okay.
Monday,
This matter has been wrongly listed under the motion column.
yes.
Full stop. Be that as it may, on the prayer of Miss N.M. Sharma. Mr. Chutia, for
My
anything?
lord, I am appearing for our SF, my lord, council.
Okay.
So, my lord, we will have to file affidavit here, notice maybe it to file.
We have issued notice
Because
already.
Already issued.
Okay.
Already issued.
Notice was issued on 2/6.
2/6.
Okay.
You
You had accepted notice.
You also
কি
accepted.
করলো NM Sharma? NM Sharma, Learned Standing Council, Secondary Education Department. Time till Monday next is granted to enable her to obtain instructions. Full stop. Taragot ko ba? Taragot ko ba ito agot, ha? Miss NM Sharma, the Learned Standing Council, Secondary Education, has submitted that some steps have been taken after the issuance of notice on 2/6/2025. Tapsat ko ba? She accordingly prays for some time, to get the said instructions. List on Monday,
16, my
16.
obliged.
Tishi Chutia Learned Standing Council for the
Assam State School Education.
ASSB is present. Okay. Item 13. 1-3.
My lord, the so-called notice in the disciplinary proceeding is under challenge, my lord. The lordship will kindly peruse the order that is 16/5 for to obtain instruction. And there is an interim order.
Notice has not been issued.
Notice has not been issued.
Will issue notice. What instructions do you have?
Don't file our affidavit. Might be time.
No, but you are challenging a show cause notice.
Yes, my.
Why?
Because, my lord, the charges which have been leveled, my lord, those have already been settled by this honorable court.
In this case,
Not in this case, my lord. The charges, those have been leveled, my lord. Those are the subject matter of, my lord, the writ petition. And the,
no,
my-
filed by this petitioner.
Yes.
This petitioner.
Right.
Earlier writ petition.
Yes. This writ petitioner, along with others, my lord, they filed the writ petition. It was actually, my lord, for the purpose of grant of salary. Then against that, my lord, there was appeal, there was review, there was, my lord, SLP, everything was dismissed.
Okay,
this
we
case,
issue
my-
notice at this stage.
My lord.
Heard Sri M.K. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Sri M. Datta for the petitioner. Full stop. The grievance of the petitioner relates to an order dated
Page 203, my.
relates to a notice dated
One is, my lord, page, the
Very-
Toko's notice is 10th of December 2024. And, my lord, there was a notice to appear, that is at page
so called
220,
notice. What is the first notice?
my lord.
First notice of December date
10th December
10 December 2024 and
2024.
subsequent
And another, my lord,
communications,
notice
subsequent
dated,
communication by which the petitioner is directed to show cause in a contemplated disciplinary proceeding. Full stop. It is the submission of the petitioner that the charges were already the subject matter of litigation, which were finally settled by this court. Full stop. Para?
by the Supreme Court, my lord.
By this court and upheld
Yes.
by the Honorable Apex Court. Para? On 16/5/2025, an interim order was passed. In this case, para, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. 3. T.K. Bora, Learned Standing Counsel, Elementary Education Department, accepts notice
It appear for all, my.
on behalf of
One,
all the
two, three.
respondents. Let extra copies be served upon him by tomorrow. Mr. Datta, the cost title may not be of 10 pages. It can be restricted to 2 pages or maximum 3
Fine.
pages.
Fine.
We thought the pleadings were over by 10 pages.
Too many litigations, my.
No, cost title need not be so detailed.
The interim order will come.
Interim order passed earlier to continue till the next date of listing.
Until further orders.
Till the next date, because that was also a conditional order.
Obliged.
এটা লিখিবা হা at first order to লিখে interim order no instructions were directed to be obtained comma Sri Bora the Learned Standing Council has submitted that instructions are awaited তাৰপিছত কোৱা be that as it may let notice be issued হা তাৰপিছত সেইখিনি মাজত সোমাই যাব মোক ইয়াতে দেখুৱাই ল'ব মাৰ্ক কৰি লওক তাৰ ওলোৱাৰ আগত তাতে দেখাই ল'ব yes Mr. Cholia which matter
My lord.
item
My lord, let me examine that later. This is an order, my lord, of the. Last time I stated before your lordship that the medical authorities are examining the request and will fix up the date for his transplant. This is the order given, my lord.
yes you are seeking some additional
Yes,
advance or what? Advance.
I have not been paid salary, so I have paid, my lord, I have, by this application, I have paid for.
Yes, what do you say?
No, I have disclosed everything. I have stated that case is pending and that case is for salary. I'm not claiming salary here. I'm- Yes, and see the stage of the case, my lord, from this order. Your lordship will see on 24/9/21. That was directed to pay his salary. Did they pay? This is the clearly, your lordship will see the orders. They are not paid salary. So I have to come with a lump sum payment. I am not paid for salary. That suit was for salary.
The page 4, the para 8.
Page 4, para 8, what is it? Page 4, para 8 will perhaps help the petitioner.
Yes, I have paid for.
Right,
Basically,
the observations of this court, another order. Order dated?
I have clearly given the orders
It's
there.
9,
Huh?
9,
9/5, 2000?
20.
Which order? 9/5/2023?
4, 4, 4,
40?
1,
21, 24, 9/5. Let us see the order.
para.
No, we don't have the order. You have given us an order of dated 24/9/21.
Yes, by that, my lord, they were paid to pay salary.
You have not handed over that. Let us see. Which one? Which one?
Against the but by the I getting in this regard the 9/5/2020 order. Para 6.
Captain Evans. That order was Captain Evans. Interim order was Captain Evans on 9/5/2020.
In my petition, I have stated, my lord, on November 23, I was asked to appear before the director along with the district officials. I appeared there, and director said, after examining me, my lord, after hearing me, that you will clear my salary within a month.
But this order, kindly have a look at this order of 9/5/2023. The initial order which was passed on 24/9/2021 was Captain Evans. Last paragraph, paragraph 6. But nonetheless, these are besides the point.
No,
Now he is
not in the
no,
niceties of these orders.
yes, we are not on those.
Yes, my lord.
The petitioner is in a very precarious health condition where immediate financial aid is required. He has a claim for his salaries, which is more than 10 lakh. On each adjudication matter would be different, but you have to explore this, his condition, and
Or
give aid to the petitioner, subject to.
the one that
Why don't we take the I put that
No, it's not a question of
no,
filing
it's not-
affidavit.
It is not
It's
a
a
question
question.
for
You have to take a call. How do you deal with this person? He's a government servant.
just
your orders is, I was asked to join and I have joined.
From where are you making the submission? We'll have this on Monday next. You come up with detailed instruction, we'll pass orders. Okay, Mr. Chalia, Monday.
Must be page 18 of my order, of my petition,
Petition 18.
page 18. Is Annexure D.
Yes.
This is my joining.
Okay, we'll
No,
have it on Monday.
no,
We'll have it on Monday.
To dispel the submissions, then Annexure E, page 20. It is their order. Their date. Second paragraph. As per order, the incumbent Montus Modak had joined the new assignment on 2/7/18 at 10 a.m. at Panpara LP School, and President and Managing Director accepted the report. It was forwarded to BEO Jala But sudden demise of senior assistant, the file was lost somewhere. Now the file has been recovered and submitted to your order for further step. So how can they say I have not joined? In 22, they have given this letter. And in 23, I have given on letters on loan below. In November 23, I was called to the director's office. Then he heard all these matters, Milord. Your lordship has seen the permission given by the medical authorities, Milord, West Bengal, for the transplant. So at least on humanitarian ground, Milord.
Yes, we'll have this on Monday. Monday we'll pass orders. Monday will pass orders. Sri D.P. Chalia, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Ms. M. Roy, has placed before this court an order dated 3/6/2025,
Well,
issued by the Directorate of Medical Education, Government of West Bengal, whereby permission is accorded to the petitioner to undergo renal transplant at the Rabindranath Tagore International Institute of Cardiac Science. Full stop. He has submitted that the petitioner is in a very serious condition and such transplant is urgently required. Full stop. Para. Miss S. Chutia, Learned Standing Council, Elementary Education Department, has however submitted that certain instructions have been received which would show that there are certain anomalies. Full stop. The aforesaid submission is, however, stoutly refuted by the Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioner and has also drawn the attention of this court to the relevant documents to show that the petitioner was in regular service. Full stop. Para. Be that as it may, and considering the urgency involved while adjourning this matter to enable the Learned Standing Council to obtain further and complete instructions, the matter is directed to be listed for motion on Monday next.
Right.
Monday.
16,
There's 2 copies.
16 June.
16. Item 17.
Hey, please, Lord.
Yes.
Lordship, on the last occasion, Lordship, in fact, CBSE had misled us, Lordship. I think Madam also got misled because, Lordship, the digitally signed mark sheet was digitally signed on 6/6/2025. I think she also overlooked, Lordship. And Lordship, this is the result of 13/5/2025. Result was declared. I may be allowed to start. Result was declared on 13/05/2025. We had filed a case on Lordship 29/05/2025, and Lordship had issued an order for inspection on 4/6/2025. Subsequently, Lordship, they digitally signed it on Lordship 6/6/2025. After the inspection was sought from this honorable court. This is there in the mark sheet itself, Lord.
No, that is okay. 6/6. No,
Lordship may see on the right hand side, Lordship. Digitally signed on 6/6/2025.
yes.
The tick mark. Result was no doubt declared. That is what I had stated, Lord. 13/5/2025.
There is a portal DigiLocker. They can get the corrected mark sheet. Lordship. They have
That
to-
is okay, Lord.
But
That is okay, Lord.
but this is for original certificate. Already the original certificate has been issued by headquarter Delhi. It is on its
What
way
is
to
your instruction, madam? What is the date in your,
Lordship.
what is the date?
Yes, this is the they have given me the instruction is also in the first page. First page. First page, Lordship, my instruction is there.
13/5. Here the date of declaration is 35. There is no signature here as such.
But this is not original. This everybody can get admission by this digital locker. They can collect the mark sheet. For original,
Well, the date, Mr. Bhagavati is trying to focus on the date. The date is given on the date when the application is made, or the date is a universal one.
date of declaration of result 13/5.
That is it?
Corrected.
Now, the mark sheets are,
Corrected mark sheet.
No, Lord. He has been misled, Lord. That is what I am trying to say, Lord.
But
Result was
one
declared.
thing I want to submit, Lordship, when they have submitted the application to the CBS, they have submitted the email application on 14 May.
Lordship.
14 May.
no, but
They-
Mr. Bhagavati, irrespective of the date, what madam has produced is the same mark sheet.
Yes.
Mark sheet is same, Lordship, on 13.
So it might have been signed, suppose today you apply for
No,
a
Lordship,
mark
no,
sheet.
Lordship, no, Lordship, that is not the thing. On 13/5/2025, when the result was declared, we were declared to have been in compartment.
Hmm.
Lordship, it was declared as COMP. I have enclosed the at page 21, Lordship. It is
Okay, now how do you resolve this? Tell us.
no, Lordship.
How do you resolve this? Let us forget about this issue. Now the students' career is at stake.
Lordship.
How do you
Higher-
resolve this?
Higher education, I don't know what instruction he
Yes.
has.
Let us not be bogged down by this
Lordship,
because
Lordship,
the
Lordship.
yes.
Just to clear last time's order, Lordship. On the last occasion, Lordship.
But they have filed an application.
Samart
on
portal, we are unable to open, Lordship. We are unable to download
It
it.
says due
Lordship.
to unavailability of mark sheet, the document verification has been rejected by this, as admission.
I don't know.
Which college is this? We are trying in Cotton College.
Cotton College, we have failed to get admission, Lordship. It is already over.
Hmm.
Other colleges will be there, Lordship.
There's see the fourth line of the first paragraph. Have you handed over, Mr. Das? Fourth line. So the applicant may contact the concerned colleges where he had applied and apprise them about the current availability of mark sheet. That you can do?
Lordship,
You can do this, I think.
Lordship, I may be allowed.
Yes.
Dear Inspector,
Yes. Third line.
Lordship. So the applicant may contact the concerned colleges where he had applied and apprise them about the current availability of mark sheet. Lordship.
You
According
do
to
one
the-
thing, Mr. Bhagavati, you take instructions from your client
Lordship.
over phone, come back
Okay.
to us today itself.
Okay.
We will direct them to facilitate. Because
Okay.
your
In fact-
approach,
In fact,
your
you can-
approach to the court without a word from them may not solve the
Lordship,
problem.
her own son
Okay,
is with me, Lord.
that is okay. You can, then you can, you tell us?
Lordship, after some time, Lordship,
Okay.
few minutes. Lordship.
Now we'll pass that order, but only to know the name of the college where you are interested in. Maybe it may not be one college, maybe two colleges or three
Okay.
colleges.
Lordship.
We'll only put it in the order so that it will become easier for Mr. Das to put in the instructions.
Lordship,
Okay?
Lordship.
It will matter regarding proportional appointment also. Already petitioner is elected in PL0 as a constable under Hailakandi. Now it is pending in SL0. And the prayer for place.
That when? 2012.
Due to technical defects,
2012, that cannot be helped.
no. Our High Court order is also there.
Our High Court will not help you.
Not, but
We'll have to go by the
Yes, sir.
principles
Yes.
laid down by Honorable Supreme Court. After 13 years, we cannot help you.
PLC already selected. Lord.
After 13 years, there it will not be in sync with the objective of compulsion appointment. Sorry. You may have a very good case. You may have a very good case, but after 13 years, where is the compassion?
No. It's not minor. Lord. Due to technical.
It's not a
limitation-
question of minor or major.
No,
After 13 years have passed since the death. After 13 years, there is no scope of any compassion and appointment.
No, our High Court also.
Sorry.
Judgment is also there. Lord.
Sorry, dismiss.
First, kindly.
Date of death. What did your father do? What did your father do?
Kamaluddin. He
Hmm?
is the assistant teacher. Lord.
Father assistant teacher. Where? Where?
Well, in language teacher in Tantu ME school. Lord.
When did you apply?
Due to time hardness. Lord, our
When
High
did you
Court-
apply? When did the DLC clear your recommend? Which date?
Hailakandi.
Which date did the DLC recommend your case? Date of the meeting.
First, it is also annexed in Lord.
Please give the date.
Page Lord, 23. Lord.
Date.
23. Lord.
Please give the date.
Page 23. Lord.
We are asking you the date, not the page.
But date is 19/9/2020.
19/9?
19/9/2020.
Thereafter you file writ petition.
No. Now I filed it. Since it
What is
not-
1639? What is WPC 1639?
one? Okay, that is at page 19. Your Lord. 11 direction at page 21 and 20.
You don't even know the facts of the case, Mr. Alamgiri. You have come to move a case.
Question is that.
It's not a question. You don't even know the facts of the case, unfortunately.
I know.
You don't even know that there was a case
I not
filed. What was 1639 about?
I also challenge notification 18 September 2024. also. My submission is just to place lordship. If they may be allowed or not, I have not. Just place. Yes.
Yes, okay. Oh. Dewey for whom?
I'm for 12.
And education department is there.
Yes. One and
1 and 2.
they are
No.
one and 4.
1 and 4. 2 and 3. Okay. Okay, dispose of. Yes, next.
Right.
19.
May I please? My lord, here in this case, my lord, I have challenged the departmental proceeding proposed to be imposed minor penalty. The fault is that, my lord, in 2017, I obtained MA degree without prior permission of the author. For that reason, my lord, in 2007, I have completed my master. And 2024, first notice issued.
No, 17 you had said, not
Yes,
7.
2017, I have completed master degree. While I was under suspension because of the fact that at that point of time, I was falsely implicated in a criminal case. Subsequently, final report submitted in this case, I was released in 2018. During 15 to 17, I was under suspension. In that period, my lord, I did my master. In 24, July 12, July 24, notice issued again.
My
Till
penalty,
it is pending.
penalty imposed.
Yes, my lord.
Penalty has been imposed or what?
No, notice issued.
Notice.
Notice issued, only notice issued, but my lord, I kindly said, my first point is that it is a delay. Minor penalty. Proposed penalty is minor. Because of the pendency, my lord, I am the senior most teacher of this school. We regular principal retired. As per rule, my lord, I am entitled to get the benefit to hold the post of in-charge principal. Only because of that, my lord, pendency, my promotion has been denied. And the other ground is that, my lord,
Somebody else has been promoted now.
staff gradation list, my lord.
Has somebody else been promoted now?
My junior has been given charge.
He has been made party in the proceedings. Is he a party in the proceedings?
I have no any grievance against him. Your
No, no,
lordship,
but then, still then,
your lordship kindly peruse page 100. This is an admitted fact that I am a senior teacher.
no, we are not on that. If somebody is holding the post, maybe on in-charge basis, if he is to be removed by an order of this court,
No, I am not now for removal him.
Then-
I am here. My first, if your lordship allow my first argument, then it can be disposed of today. In 24,
no, it cannot be disposed of.
July 24, my lord, notice issued. As per PP manual, my lord, must be completed, all disciplinary proceeding must be completed.
Sri A.I. Uddin, learned counsel for the petitioner, who is aggrieved by the initiation of a disciplinary proceeding after a prolonged delay, which has affected his promotional avenues. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that in a different incident involving a criminal case, he was placed under suspension, and during that period, the petitioner had acquired the MA degree. Full stop.
That with the permission of my headmaster.
MA degree. Full stop. However, the said criminal case had culminated in an FR leading to revocation of the suspension in the year 2018 itself. Full stop. However, after a long delay, in the year 2024, the impugn notice
July 20.
has been issued. Full stop. The learned counsel has submitted that apart from the aspect of delay, there is no occasion to initiate the proceeding, as the MA degree was obtained by the petitioner in the period when he was under suspension with permission of the then headmaster. Para. Let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Ms. P. Das, Learned Standing Council.
Yes.
Secondary Education Department accept notice on behalf of all the respondents.
All the
All the respondents. Let extra copies be served upon her by tomorrow. Madam, you take instructions. And first, why is the delay? Number one. Number two, how much have you proceeded?
We are not appearing, Your Lordship. I am appearing for one.
Why not the principal? He's not by name.
provincial
He's not by name.
principal, not by.
It's not by name. It's a provincialized school. You can. Okay. You take instructions, principal and they both count. Number one, the delay. Number two, what is the status of the present proceeding?
Other question is that IS is not authorized to initiate departmental proceeding against. As I have mentioned in paragraph 28 detail, the ground, these are the ground I am.
Okay, we'll. Okay.
I am available.
Please give extra copies to her.
No. During the course of the day.
Yes, next. 17,
Lordship,
Madam Bora.
Lordship, in fact, we have given the names in the petition, in a case of, yes, Mr. Lordship.
Yes,
May I name it, Lordship? B. Bora College,
yes.
David College,
Lekhi liyosun. SB Bora, David.
Cotton University,
Cotton is gone.
Cotton gone. Guwahati, if for some reason it becomes vacant, Lordship, we will take a stand. Guwahati Commerce College, Pragyotis College, Disciplinary College, and Lordship, any college under Disciplinary. that comes under Tribunal. That comes under Samart portal. Lordship. Every college in Assam nowadays, Lordship, comes under Samart portal. So if Lordship says that any college within Samart portal, that will also.
That I think that would be better.
Lordship,
নালাগে লিখিব নালাগে এইটো নালাগে any college into Samart portal. Considering the subject matter involved and as agreed to by the learned counsel for the parties, comma, this writ petition is disposed of at the motion stage itself. Full stop. The grievance of the petitioner was with regard to an allegation that the CBSE had failed to take appropriate action for declaring the results of class 12 in which the petitioner had appeared from which school?
from South Point,
South Point
South Point
School,
School.
Guwahati.
Guwahati.
As a result of which he was not in a position to take admission in the degree course. Full stop. It has been alleged that there were certain anomalies in uploading the marks secured by the petitioner in the practical paper of
English core.
English core, as a result of which the results were declared to be compartmental in the said subject. Full stop. The petitioner claims that he had indeed appeared in the said practical examination, in spite of which, by an error, he was marked absent, for which the anomaly had occasioned. Full stop. Para. When this matter was taken up on earlier occasions, namely order dated 4/6, namely on 4/6/2025 and 9/6/2025, it appeared that the contention of the petitioner was substantially correct. Full stop. Para. On the last occasion, that is 9/6/2025, comma, Miss I have heard Sri M. Bhagavati, learned counsel for the petitioner. I have also heard Miss R. Bora, learned standing counsel, CBSE, as well as Sri S. Das, learned standing counsel, Higher Education Department. Para. On the last occasion, that is 9/6/2025, Ms. Bora, the learned standing counsel, CBSE, had submitted that the results were declared and uploaded on 13/5/2025 itself, whereas the writ petition was filed on 29/5/2025. Para. Accordingly, Sri Bhagavati, the learned counsel, was directed to obtain instructions. Para. Sri Bhagavati, the learned counsel, has submitted that though the results appear to have been declared on 13/5/2025, showing the petitioner to have passed the examination without any compartmental,
Second occasion,
compartmental, comma,
Okay.
the results which has been obtained by the petitioner would show that it was signed only on 6/6/2025.
that is passed.
6/6/2025. No, here that is not compartmental.
Here it is not compared. Now they have declared after the second one says it has passed and it was digitally signed on 6/6/2025.
Full stop. The declaration of results. No, the written instructions received by Ms. Bora on 7/6/2025 along with the sheet of mark sheet is however, was not assigned mark sheet. And it appears
DigiLocker.
uh,
It's available through DigiLocker.
not a signed mark sheet. And the learned counsel has submitted that it was available in the DigiLocker.
DigiLocker.
Full stop. However, the copy of the mark sheet which has been presented today by the learned counsel for the petitioner, which is also obtained
Last
from the DigiLocker,
DigiLocker.
contains the signature with date 6/6/2025.
Yep.
Full stop. The said mark sheet also states that the date of result was 13/5/2025. Full stop. Para. Without going to that aspect of the matter, comma, this court has been informed by Sri S. Das, Learned Standing Counsel, Higher Education Department, that as per written instructions dated 10/6/2025, comma, the issue can be resolved as on the earlier occasion the corrected mark sheet was not available. Full stop. It is specifically stated in the written instruction that the applicant may contact the concerned colleges where he has applied and apprise them of the current availability of mark sheet. Full stop. Para. In view of such unambiguous instructions, which is in the written format, comma, this court is of the opinion that considering the nature of the case which involves the career of a student, comma, this writ petition is not required to be continued any further. Full stop. Accordingly, it is directed that the petitioner may approach any colleges under the Samarth portal seeking his admission by placing the mark sheets which has presently been furnished to him and seek admission, and such admission be given to him provided he meets the cutoff marks. Full stop. In the aforesaid approach, comma, to facilitate the aforesaid approach, comma, necessary instructions may be furnished by the Director of Higher Education to the concerned college so that the process may be done in a smooth manner. Full stop. The writ petition is accordingly disposed of. The written instructions dated 10/6/2025 is made part of the records. Para. Let a copy of this order be furnished to Sri Das to enable him to enable the respondent Director of Higher Education to take the necessary steps for implementation of the order.
Doctor, this order can also be placed along with their order.
Okay. Okay. The petitioner would also be at liberty, since a copy of the written instructions dated 10/6/2025 is also provided to the learned counsel for the petitioner, comma, copy of the same can also be provided by the petitioner to the authorities of the concerned colleges.
That's it.
But you have to meet the cutoff.
That's it.
Okay. Two zero. Sorry. And Sharma.
My lord, petitioner.
Yes.
My lord, petitioner initially was appointed under a particular DP 6 primary education, elementary education program, and thereafter assessed on deputation vacancy. And their services were discontinued in the year 2006.
And thereafter, some of the similarly situated persons approached this honorable court, page 33. And there was an observation made by this honorable court that since they have no right for continuance of this service, but it is liberty granted to the authority to send some police for taking some necessary steps. After that, my lord, in the last recently, from page 44,
Yes, madam.
page 44 onward, they are taking some steps. If some steps are taken, that
But one case we are not in favor of the petitioners.
Hello.
DPP.
therefore there are observations, my lord, page 44 onward, all are communication made by the interdepartmental communication. And last one is, my lord, page 49.
What do you
That-
say, Madam Chutia?
It is the main-
BTC?
it is
No, it's a decision which is also confronting the state also. And there are other matters of similar nature.
page 49 is the last communication in the year 2024. The director has sent the report to the
Heard Sri N. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner, who claims to have been appointed as an assistant teacher in 1054 NO number, Dokhin Baragor, Bora BRGRH, LP School, Kokrajhar, in the year 1999, under the DPEP. Full stop. However, the said program was discontinued from July 2003, whereafter the petitioner claims to have been allowed to continue her service under the new scheme, namely Assam Sarva Hikka Vision, within bracket SSA, till 2006. Full stop. The Learned Council has also referred to certain orders passed by this court in writ petitions, in a writ petition in WPC 4803 of 2003, filed by similarly situated persons, whereby an observation was made that it would be open for the state respondents to consider the cases of the petitioners in that case for regularization oblique adjustment of their services against vacant post. Full stop. Subsequently, there were other writ petitions also. Full stop. However, the case of the petitioner has not been considered till date. Para? Ms. Chutia, the Learned Standing Council, Elementary Education, however, raises the objection of delay and laches in approaching the court and has also questioned the locus of the petitioner. Para, be that as it may, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Para. Ms. Tutia, the Learned Standing Council accepts notice on behalf of respondents 1, 2, 1 and 2. Madam Burwa? On behalf of Nayak? On behalf of Nayak? P. Burwa? H. Burwa? Learned Council appearing on instruction of Sri P. Nayak, Standing Council BTC, accept notice on behalf of respondent 3 to 6, extra copies by tomorrow. Okay.
granted. But in this case, my lord, the petitioner has been issued focus notice on account of not having the NOC, my lord. The lordship has already, lordship has already issued notice of similar case.
Similar matter is there, your lord, already tagged. Exactly, this matter also tagged along with the other.
NOC for?
NOC for procuring the higher qualification was not taken at the time of this notice.
Same.
Same matter.
Okay, same order. B instead of B Kaushik. P Das for all.
Yes.
on post.
Hearing for 120.
All the respondents.
All.
Okay, same order will pass. Okay.
Right.
Same order, huh? Yeah. Instead of B Kaushik. Gayatri. Here, who is he? Isme. In the earlier case, it was a lady, huh? So wherever there is her, his. Okay. B Paugusto. B his. Secretary. B Kaushik, Miss MSP Das. We'll have one post.
Yes.
Same interim order, madam. Same, huh? Notice of motion, 4 weeks. Same order.
Tipto.
May I please, Your Lord? In brief, the facts of the case are that the petitioner's school are the upgraded higher secondary school lordship, and the petitioner are serving in those particular schools since the year 2005. Now, the students of the higher secondary first year lordship, they are getting admission in these schools lordship, and accordingly, students of the higher secondary second year, they are also appearing in the final examination lordship, and this process is still continuing. Now, what happened lordship in 2024-25 academic session? The Assam Higher Secondary Education Council, they have issued a notification. The lordship will find that particular notification at page 141. Lordship may kindly have the notification page 141. By this,
What is non-permitted private institution?
that permission is when the provincialized high school is upgraded to the higher secondary school lordship, the permission should come from the government of education department. That is why they are saying that since the permission was not granted by the government lordship, accordingly it's a non-perm. Lordship will kindly have the page 141. By this notification lordship, 141, the council.
They should notice at this stage.
So, lordship, the difficulty is lordship, we are still continuing in those upgrades, so our service may not be disturbed. That's our only, but nobody is prejudiced, lordship. Because now
Mr.
now the graduate teacher of the provincial school, they also continue, we are also continue. We are also not agree by this order, but other way, lordship, our service is
Mr.
lordship.
Chotia,
Nobody is prejudiced.
No, we are not concerned about it. We are concerned about only opening portal.
portal. Yes,
Yeah.
Mr.
That
Sharma.
direction already is there, Lord. The matter is under process. So, we are still continuing in those schools in 2005. Not to disturb our service, Lord. Otherwise, our school has been school has been upgraded. It is there, page 228, Lord.
Part 3A,
Page 227.
counsel for the petitioners.
Serial number 944 and 72.
It is the case of the petitioners that they are working as teaching and non-teaching staffs in upgraded higher secondary sections of their respective high schools, which are provincialized. Full stop. It is submitted that such schools were established during the period 1995 to 2005, and the petitioners are in continuous service, full stop. However, there was a problem in the meantime, as the schools in question were put in the category of, within inverted comma, non-permitted private institutions, and therefore the same were disabled on the DARPAN, DRPN capital portal, full stop. However, the said action where the subject matters of two writ petitions which were disposed of by this order, by this court. Full stop. Subsequently, subsequently, an order has been passed on 25/4/2025, whereby the schools in question have been upgraded to higher secondary schools. Full stop. The petitioners, however, are aggrieved that due to certain conditions imposed while such upgradation, their services would be affected. Para, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Secondary education, Sri U. Sharma, understanding concept secondary education 1, 2,
1 to
3,
5.
4, 5. And TC Chutia for ASSEB, respond number 6, extra copies. Para. Sri A. Deka, learned counsel for the petitioners, praise for an interim order. Para. Considering the long period of services rendered by the petitioner, it is directed that till the next date, status quo, the services of the petitioners be maintained.
Obliged, deeply. Returnable after 4 weeks.
6 weeks.
Deeply.
Extra copies लिखा था ना? Serve extra copies. Extra copies नहीं भी बोलने से लिख देना ना.
61 and 62. Something is.
बोल भैया. Mr. Borbhaiya.
But I have taken instruction from the petitioner that why he did not disclose to me regarding pendants of the earlier instruction. So I have some instruction on that I have to submit affidavit.
Rejected. Prayer is rejected.
Because my lord, even otherwise, my lord, I personally, my lord, submit that, my lord, it was, my lord, not relevant. Because here, my lord, he is telling this circular, my lord, whether, my lord, compassionate appointment by this circular can be abolished, my lord. As a blanket application of the...
What is your first case?
First case, my lord, earlier he was rejected and he approached before this honorable court, my lord. But that day on which, my lord, before the, my lord, filing of the writ petition, my lord, he was already recommended by the DLC, my lord. Lordship, kindly have a look, my lord, this seal, my lord, of the file, my lord. It is 20th file, my
Let
lord.
us see, 5588 of 23 is the first case.
Yes, my lord.
Correct?
Yes.
Notice was issued when? 27/9/23. Notice issued. Okay. What was
But,
your...
my lord, but, my lord, he was already then, my lord, recommended by the DLC, my lord.
Understood. What was the facts there?
Fact that, my lord, he was rejected by the DLC, my lord.
Father was a Hindi teacher. Father Hindi teacher.
Hindi teacher, my lord.
Name?
My lord, his
Abdul-
name is Abdul Rakib Majumdar, my lord.
Hindi teacher.
Yes.
He passed away when?
He died in harness, my lord, on 1/8/2009.
Okay. Died. Then applied on 2/12.
Yes, sir.
Petitioner applied.
Applied.
Thereafter,
Hereafter, my lord, once he approached before this honorable court, my lord, and as per, my lord,
being held on 5/10/2021
yes,
by
my lord.
DLC.
Yes, my lord.
Rejected.
rejected, my lord. Therefore, against this rejection, my lord, he approached before this honorable court, my lord. And this honorable court, my lord, directed to consider, my lord, him against the post for which he is eligible. They only,
Where is that order?
this order, my lord,
Page
page,
30.
in the new writ petition, my lord, page 23, my lord.
No, in the earlier,
Earlier,
30.
Check the file. Yes, fine. But for page one,
and in this press consideration, my lord,
my
he
case was again rejected.
again rejected.
Therefore, I have
Direction to consider
7.5,
afresh. Then
7.5, my case was again rejected.
DLC again rejected.
Yes, yes, I have filed
Therefore, this
the first
this petition
petition
2000
number 5.
This is the cause of action. Cause of action. And what is the second writ petition?
my lord, this is the important.
First, Mr. Sharma is appearing.
Yes,
Yes. My lord,
during time, my name has recommended by any third year held on 99,000.
this is document is, my lord, in new writ petition page 26, my lord.
Infractuous as DLC recommended as
LP school teacher.
when?
99,
99?
1990
2000?
23.
Okay. And the other one, the second case?
My lord, now, my lord, I have filed, my lord. In the meantime, my lord, when, my lord, this claim is pending before the SLC. Now, my lord, circular has come, abolishing the compulsory report. Finally, my lord, one aspect may be, my lord, noticed, my lord.
Just a minute. Yes.
But to kindly below, my lord, seal of dishonorable, my lord, DSP, it is, my lord, on 20, my lord, 29. The earlier it was on 29, 2023. Whereas, my lord, before, my lord, one day, my lord, on 19/9/2023, he was already recommended by the DLC. Oh, my lord, on that day of, my lord, filing the writ petition itself, my lord, it was infractuous. It is because of, my lord, communication gap between the Planet Council and, my lord, this petitioner.
But 2009 deaths, how do you expect?
My lord, I am already on track, my lord, because I have
No,
come on,
on track it is okay. But Devrata Tiwari in the second part of the judgment, 7.5, said
my lord,
delay
as
is delay.
per the direction of this honorable court, my lord.
That is okay. But ultimately, as a matter of fact, from 2009 to 2025, it is more than 15 years. After more than 15 years, can an appointment on compulsion?
Already, my lord, his department is positive, my lord, in his favor as on today, my lord. But in the meantime, my lord, general circular has come, my lord. Therefore, he is challenging the circular, my lord, he is before your lord. And this honorable court, my lord, already without going into the merit of the case, my lord,
Yes, who is appearing
has given
for the department? As core. For? As core for secondary. Secondary. Your government council. Okay. Okay. And department?
Yeah.
Say elementary. Okay. Okay. Okay, both these will be disposed of. Okay, okay, we understood. Yes, next.
my lord, in this regard, my lord, I beg to my lord, refer one judgment I have annexed.
Please, please.
Page 45, my lord.
Okay.
Relevant portion, my lord.
Huh?
This, my lord, similar judgment passed by this honorable court, my lord, page 43. Page 43, my lord, annexure 6.
Hmm.
And my lord, it is the case of my lord, page 44, my lord. It is tied in harness on 2002, my lord.
Yes.
And my lord, in view of the, my lord, that judgment, in the group case, my lord, page 45, my lord, noting the, my lord, operative part of that judgment, my lord, paragraph 9, my lord, page 45, my lord, paragraph 9, under para 4, my lord. This honorable court was pleased to give brief of this, my lord, to consider, my lord, by the SLC on merit, my lord. And everything is open to them, my lord.
Okay.
And here, my lord, my humble submission is that, my lord, basically, my lord, this petition before your lordship is, my lord, challenging the, my lord, circular. Whether, my lord, as on
Now, in the second writ petition, even if we assume that you are successful in your attempt to maintain the challenge and we set aside the notification, but will that give you a right to claim appointment after 16 years?
only thing is that, my lord, I am, my lord, only law point.
On the
Because,
law
my lord,
point, we are
yes,
saying,
my lord, this
law point
honorable,
is that
my lord,
what is an appointment on compassionate ground to overcome the immediate
my lord,
the
I may be allowed to,
stress?
my lord,
No, these are
my lord,
discussed.
only, my lord, this honorable court, my lord, already, my lord,
Yes,
directed.
we have discussed these matters in number
My
of
lord,
cases. We are not going to waste our time. Yes.
my
Next.
lord, this honorable court already
We have heard you,
directed.
Mr. Borbia. We'll record your submissions.
My lord, this aspect may be recorded kindly, my lord.
Which one?
This, my lord. This honorable court, my lord, already directed, my lord.
You cannot say something against this, what has been laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court.
Therefore, my lord, whether, my lord, this, my lord, department is bound to, my lord,
I
observe, my
have
lord.
even asked you the question. Why haven't you disclosed the first writ petition? You will not even be able to answer that question.
My lord, when, my lord, therefore, my lord, I beg to, my lord, submit affidavit, my lord. That why it was not disclosed, my lord.
Why it was not disclosed?
Yes,
You
my
need
lord.
time to file
Because, my lord,
affidavit.
that day when
You are inviting this
my
court
lord,
to impose
that
cost
day, my
upon
lord,
you.
when this petition was
If
passed,
you ask for time, we'll impose cost upon you. Why have you not disclosed? Or for litigation which is pending in the court on the same subject matter? Only by changing the lawyers. If you do not know the principles of law, you better consult the principles of law. By changing lawyers, you cannot suppress any materials. Sorry.
before filing, my lord, he was already passed the LQ.
Yes, next.
For the time being, he's in
Obliged,
number 17.
What is the subject matter, madam?
Actually, petitioner is supposed to be appointed as a block elementary education officer matter. Then he has been promoted recently as a deputy inspector school, deputy inspector school. Then what happened, my lord? He would wants to forgo the promotion, my lord. Then he accordingly he filed representation, my lord. Then they did not pay any heed to it. Then I approached this honorable court. Honorable court passed an order to dispose of the representation.
Hmm.
Then again, they have again, my contention is that initially my daughters are going to be appeared matriculation. Then my lord,
Yes, he doesn't want a promotion. Why do you
yes,
force
my
him
lord,
to
the
get
Supreme Court also said that, my lord. As per the
people are filing litigation after litigation for
Yes, my
promotion.
lord.
You are contesting those. Now here is a person, exception to the rule. He says that I don't want promotion.
Yes, my lord,
And you are
said-
forcing promotion to him.
and he is going to retire
Give it
only
to,
6 months.
give
is
it to
there.
somebody who's in need of a promotion, who is claiming a promotion.
Madam, my parents say
66.
66. The best. On that day, my lord, Mr. Kaushik, my lord, got instruction and saying that about this OM, my lord. And that OM is in the year 2024. And in 2025, some 6, 7 no. Because some of the similarly situated person has already been forgot, my lord. Except me, my lord. Lost to kindly peruse the
Page
that
66 is 66 a subject matter of challenge, madam. It's an OM. Have you challenged this?
yes, my lord, I have mentioned.
Now, have you challenged this?
No, no.
No, this says
Yes.
that if I kindly come to page 67, paragraph 6. Please read in paragraph 6, page 67. Itu নাই একো। একো নাই কিয়? এখানে কোনো নাই আছে।
Well, our prayer is there, my lord. Lost to kindly peruse the prayer, my prayer. We have
And
challenged, my
you
lord.
read paragraph 6.
Yes, my lord. Our prayer is there.
Okay.
Lost to peruse the prayer, my lord.
Which one? Prayer?
21 plus 6. Page 21.
There is no challenge to as such.
Of course, my lord, my prayer is there. My lord, I am going to retire to, only 6 months is there. And that too, I am suffering, my lord. Suffering, and we recently came from the Delhi, my lord. I don't want to accept this. I want to forgo the promotion, my lord.
Heard, Ms. K. Devi. Or should we wait, or we can pass an order? We'll pass an order. Heard, Ms. K. Devi. Learned counsel for the petitioner. Full stop. Para. The case of the petitioner is that he is presently working as the BEEO, Block Elementary at Lahori Ghat in the district of Morigao, and wide an order dated 1/2/2025. इसमें क्या है? 2025. He was promoted to the post of deputy inspector. Yes, it is. Please, okay. Of schools, Dhemaji. Full stop. However, the said action was the subject matter of challenge in WPC 1591/2025 instituted by the petitioner, as according to him, he was having difficulties both from the health issue and otherwise, and he wanted to forego the promotion. Full stop. This court wide order dated 23/4/2025. We'll record your name then. Ken Chaudhary, assisted by so and so. This court wide order dated 23/4/2025 had directed the authorities to reconsider the case of the petitioner. Full stop. However, after such remand, by the impugned order dated 5/6/2025, the authorities have rejected the prayer of the petitioner. Full stop. Sri Chaudhary, the learned senior counsel, has submitted that the petitioner is suffering from various ailments and is at the verge of his retirement, and a promotion cannot be imposed upon him by force. Full stop. He has also submitted that the office memorandum dated 31/5/2024, more particularly clause 6, is wholly unreasonable and violative of Article 14 of the Constitution of India. Para, let notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. Should we say 6 months? By the time you retire, 6 weeks.
You like the action.
Ms. Astuti, learned Tenning Council. What is this? Elementary education. Elementary education accepts notice on behalf of all 1 and 3 personnel. Mr. Deuri. Personal. 3 B Deuri, huh? Extra copies. Para. Sri Chaudhary, the learned senior counsel, prays for an interim order. Para. After consideration of the facts and circumstances, it is provided that till the returnable date, the impugned order dated 5/6/2025 shall remain suspended. Full stop. It is further made clear that no coercive action be taken against the petitioner till the next date fixed.
When government has come up with a relaxation, I thought it must be interpreted in a manner so that it furthers the object.
Okay.
If
24, I think 24, yes. You wanted some time. You were not there, so we had rejected the prayer. What do you say?
During the course of the day, my lord, I am going to file up with. My lord, several of them time because the petitioner is not available. Now date is available.
Let him file then. We'll have it on Monday. Is it okay?
Course.
Okay. Item number 20. 3. K. Bhuya, learned counsel for the opposite party writ petitioner, submits that the objection would be filed during the course of the day. Full stop. Para. Sri K.U. Ahmed, learned counsel for the applicant/respondent, has however submitted that on numerous occasions time was sought for. Full stop. Para. Be that as it may, let the objection be filed during the course of the day and the matter be listed for consideration on Monday. Interim order passed earlier stands extended till the next date of listing. Item 25.
Matter that's an order passed by the tribunal authority. The outer case was rejected on the grounds limited.
Yes, we have asked you to obtain instruction. Yes. What is the limitation?
For my knowledge, that there is no fight.
Yes, Mr. Pegu.
So the notification.
The notification that there were 2 notifications regarding functions of education tribunals. Here, my lord, no specific.
Which page of this book, madam?
If it is in the page 1.
Page 1.
Lord.
Yes, please.
Regarding functions of education tribunals.
This notification of 2016.
16 notification.
Yes, please. Please read.
In inviting a reference to the above, I am directed to inform you that government notification issued by number so dated 3/12/2015 designating the Court of District Judges and additional district judges of district to function as.
No, this is not regarding notification, the limitation.
Lordship. Limitation part is not here, Lord. Regarding
How much, which action is the subject matter of challenge?
Lordship, regarding
Date.
provincialization, the
Date.
earlier order,
Date.
first order of this honorable court is at 24/5/2018. First order passed by this court, whereby the case is referred to the Education Tribunal.
24/5/2018. Fourth order.
Lord.
In WPC?
In WPC 5017 of 2013.
Remanded the matter.
Lordship to the tribunal.
Yes, thereafter?
Thereafter, Lordship, on 15/12/2018, there is an order passed by the Honorable Court in IA 3607 of 2018 with a direction to read the order 25/5/2018. The IA was starting the
direction
mistake in the
to?
serial.
With a direction to?
There was a correction of the serial
Correction.
number and to read the order together, Lord.
Okay.
Both
Okay.
the order.
Now, I was for correction or what?
That in the serial number. Thereafter, Lordship, on 29/8/2019, we have preferred the Nalbari case. Lordship.
When? 20?
29/8/2019.
19.
19.
Okay. Now, what is the what is the discussion of the learned tribunal in
Lordship will find the operative part at page 30.
3.2?
30. Yes, Lord. Of the
Please read.
third paragraph. This is a case before the tribunal set aside an order passed by the officer of government. DO is a government officer, and when petitioner by filing the application set aside an order passed by an officer of government, this cannot be treated as good, and therefore Article 113 of Limitation Act is not be applicable, and petitioner's case will be covered by Article 100 of the Limitation Act. Petitioner, having knowledge about the disposal of the writ petition by the Honorable Guwahati High Court and direction to approach Educational Tribunal on 24/5/2018, knocked the door of the tribunal on 29/8/2019, that after 1 year, 3 months, 5 days. When the case of the petitioner is set aside an order passed by the officer of government, case is to be covered by Article 100 of the Limitation Act. Here in the case in hand, petitioner having knowledge of the disposal of the writ petition by the Honorable Guwahati High Court, order dated 24/5/2018, that petitioner are to move before the Education Tribunal, even not approach before the Education Tribunal within 30 days of the order passed by the Honorable Guwahati High Court, and file the application after 1 year, 3 months, 5 days of passing the order, without showing any reason for delay in presenting the application. Therefore, the present application is barred by limitation, as delay in filing 1 year, 3 months, 5 days have not been explained at all. Hence, the petition is dismissed with barred by the order. Honorable Tribunal stated that this case is covered by Article 100. The date of the order passed in the IA and the date we have filed that within a year, Lord, that will be covered under Article 100. That is the subject.
Yes, we allow this. What about the private respondent, madam?
They have not appeared.
Served. Is there any order of this court?
Lordship, 21/11/2024, respondent number 5 and 7, service deemed to be complete.
21?
11/2024.
21, not 11, 21, 21/5 to 2025.
Here, Lordship, respondent number 5 and 7, the service.
5 and 7 deemed to be complete. 21/5, okay. Considering the subject matter involved and as agreed to by the learned counsel for the parties, this writ petition is disposed of at the admission stage. Para. At this stage, it would be relevant to note that this court, via order dated 21/5/2025, had observed that notice upon the respondent numbers 5 and 6 was complete. Para. The approach to this court under its jurisdiction under Article 226 of the Constitution of India is against an order dated 11/2/2020 passed by the Learned Education Tribunal, Nalbari, whereby the appeal of the petitioner was dismissed on the ground of limitation. Please have your seat. Para. The case in hand has a checkered history. Full stop. The petitioner had earlier approached this court by filing WPC 5017 of 2013 with regard to the aspect of provincialization of their service of his or two petitioners or what?
What petitioner?
Why another?
Lordship, the private respondent.
No.
The whole,
No. Present petition.
I'm sorry, Lordship, two petitions.
Two petitioners regarding their of their services vis-a-vis the respondent numbers, private respondents, as per the, what is the name of the act? Act name. For provincialization under which act?
2007.
Cannot be 17 Act or 17 Act. You had filed in 2013, how can it be 17 Act? The aspect of
Assam Venture Education Institution Provincialization Services Act 2011.
11. 11 Act. Full stop. The aforesaid writ petition, during the pendency of the aforesaid writ petition, vide an act of the state legislature, education tribunals were constituted. Full stop. Consequently, the said writ petition was disposed of vide an order dated 24/5/2018, whereby the matter was remanded to the Learned Education Tribunal. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that since there were certain error in the judgment regarding the serial number IA 3607/2018 was filed by the petitioners, which was disposed of on 15/12/2018, making the aforesaid correction, and also with an observation that the order dated 15/12/2018, that the order dated 24/5/2018 passed in the writ petition should be read as a part. That the order passed in the IA should be read as a part of the initial order dated 24/5/2018. Okay, sir? Full stop. The Learned Tribunal, however, vide the impugned order dated 11/2/2019 had dismissed the case of the petitioner on the ground of limitation. Para. I have heard Ms. E. Talukdar, Learned Counsel for the petitioners. I have also heard Sri G. Pegu, Learned Standing Counsel, Elementary Education Department, full stop. As noted above, the private respondents who have been served have chosen not to appear in this proceeding. Para. Ms. Talukdar, the learned counsel for the petitioner at the outset has submitted that the cause of action was espoused in the year 2013 itself and was a continuing one, and by the order of remand by this court on 24/5/2018, the matter was to be adjudicated by the concerned education tribunal, full stop. Therefore, for all practical purposes, it was not a new lease which was instituted, and rather the continuation of the lease which was initially instituted in this court by way of a writ proceeding WPC 5017 of 2013. Reference has also been made by the learned counsel to the order dated 15/12/2018, passed in the connected IA 3607 of 2018, by which certain corrections were made in the initial order dated 24/5/2018, along with an observation that the same be treated as a part of the principal order, full stop. Para. The learned counsel accordingly submits that the aspect of limitation should not have come in for consideration, and even if the same was considered, the limitation should have to be reckoned from the date of passing the order dated 15/12/2018 in the aforesaid IA. Full stop. It is submitted that the approach to the learned tribunal was made on 29/8/2019, correct? Which was within a year from the date of passing of the order dated 15/12/2018 by this court in the concerned IA, in the aforesaid IA. Para. Sri Pegu, the learned standing counsel, has submitted that the approach taken by the learned tribunal cannot be deemed to be erroneous, as reasons have been prescribed and provisions of the Limitation Act have been taken into consideration. Para. The cause of action was espoused in this court by way of filing of a writ petition WPC 5017 of 2013, way back in the year 2013, which continued, and in the meantime, Education Tribunal was constituted pursuant to an act of the state legislature. Full stop. In view of the aforesaid development, this court had passed the order dated 24/5/2018, remanding the matter to the Education Tribunal, which was followed by the order dated 15/12/2018, passed in I 3607 of 2018, wherein certain corrections were done in the initial order, with a further observation to read the said order as a part of the principal order dated 24/5/2018. Full stop. Para. The learned tribunal, however, has made a strict interpretation of the Limitation Act. Full stop. Even if Article 100 of the Limitation Act is taken into consideration, it appears that the approach to the tribunal is within the prescribed period of limitation, qua the order dated 15/12/2018, passed in the concerned IA, full stop. Para. In any case, comma, the rights of the party approaching the tribunal has to be adjudicated on merits, and technicalities should not defeat the substantial cause of justice. Para. This court has also noted that this court, in the initial order dated 24/5/2018, had not decided the rights, inter se rights of the parties to the litigation on merits, and had only remanded the matter to the concerned education tribunal. And by the impugned order, comma, the said order, the direction of this court would not appear to have been brought to a logical conclusion, whereby an adjudication on merits is required to be done by the concerned tribunal. Para. In view of the above, comma, this writ petition is allowed by setting aside the order dated 20, what is the order? 11/2/2022, passed by the Learned Education Tribunal, Nalbari, and the Learned Tribunal is directed to decide the case on merits in accordance with law. Writ petition stands disposed of. It is clarified that no opinion on the inter se merits of the parties are expressed in the present order. Is expressed opinion. Okay, next. Item 28.
Please, your lord.
Yes, Mr. Abidin.
Lord,
Infractuous.
no, not infractuous. This was not typed completely, so as such the order was passed to give the complete right. Lord, the importance of the document is that
Rashtrabhasa Parichay.
Yes.
Examination.
Lord, that is the in writ petition, Annexion 9, page 32, Malad.
32. Yes.
Malad, that immediately after the Rashtrabhasa Parichay Pariksha Praman Patra, below that,
Yes.
भारत सरकार के शिक्षा एवं युवक सेवा मंत्रालय की विज्ञप्ति क्रम F75069 SD 10 फरवरी 1970 के अनुसार SSC/मैट्रिक हिंदी के समकक्ष मान्यता प्राप्त।
Okay.
This is by Rashtrabhasa Prasar Samiti Varta, but this center is in state of Assam. So this certificate is given, my lord, and it is recognized as equivalent to matriculation, that is our HSLC at present.
Okay.
So taking the clue of this, my lord, that I am qualified, and their objection in the
Yes, what do you say, Mr. Sharma?
they say it is not equivalent to metric. On that ground, the appointment joined and then it was cancelled.
As per last order,
my lord, the Director of Secondary Education has written to the Secretary to the Government of Assam regarding whether the Rashtrabhasha whether the certificate of Rashtrabhasha
Prasar Samiti.
Parikha is equivalent to the matriculation examination or not. So no response is yet to
You
come.
get the response. You give him a copy of the translated version. Okay. Was there an order to give the complete copy?
Yes, there was
Abhijit?
I think, the initial part of that order, my lord, was for me to give the complete translation of Annexation 9.
Which order? Which
think-
order?
My lord, last order we were where
What order? Not there.
my friend was asked to get the instruction in respect of this document.
There is no such reflection. Okay, right. Pursuant to the order dated 14/5/2025 of this court, Sri J. Abedin, learned counsel for the petitioner, has placed before this court a complete translated copy of the Annexure 9, which is in Hindi.
Yes.
Full stop. However, Sri U. Sharma, Learned Standing Counsel, Secondary Education Department, has submitted that instructions which was required to be obtained by him has not been furnished, and he prays for some more time. Para, let a copy of the this, of course, let this matter. Don't say let. This matter is accordingly adjourned by 2 weeks to enable Sri Sharma, the Learned Standing Counsel, to obtain the instructions list after 2 weeks.
Please, your lordship, my lord, next item would it be after amplification, my lord.
Item number?
Item 29.
Why?
My lord, some correspondence is going on, possibly.
Mr. Sharma?
My lord, my point is,
There is an interim order. Then he wants after summer vacation? Okay. On the prayer of Sri J. Abedin, learned counsel for the petitioner, matter is adjourned to be listed after the summer vacation. Sri S. Das, learned standing counsel higher education. Sri M. Sharma, learned counsel for the respondent number 7. And K. Borpujari on behalf of Sri H. Sharma for the UGC are present. Mr. Fukan, you record your name, GU. PJ Fukan, GU, huh? Okay.
Deeply obliged.
Yes.
Yes, notice was issued on my lord 22/6/2020, but that no affidavit satisfied.
Who is R9?
My lord,
Who is R9?
and a private respondent, my lord. He was illegally appointed, my lord, with the younger brother of the petitioner, my lord. During pendency of the my lord, application of the petitioner, my lord, the district DLC, my lord, recommended his name, my lord.
He's your younger brother.
My lord.
He's your younger brother.
My lord.
Brothers fighting. Yes.
And
Which
my lord,
department?
that is similar case 45, my lord. At the time of his application, he was minor, my lord. Case 45.
You have taken time to file affidavit,
Well-
both state council as well as standing council of the department.
It was, my lord, illegally, my lord, voting, my lord.
Yes, what do you say, Mr. Deori? No, if you are making a statement in the bar that the affidavit has been prepared and sent for vetting, then certainly we'll give you time. But we'll grant some time.
Before summer vacation.
How soon can you file? Within 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yes. And Mr. Yes, Pegu? For the department, secondary education. Secondary.
Appointed under the elementary.
But why secondary was?
Secondary initially father working in the under secondary.
Okay.
Secondary.
3B Dewey, Learned State Council submits that the affidavit in opposition on behalf of the Deputy District Commissioner has been prepared and sent for vetting. He accordingly prays for some time to file the same para. List after 2 weeks to enable filing of such affidavit in opposition para. The department involved may also file the affidavit by the said time.
It may be 6 months.
2 weeks we have said.
Oblige.
Item 51. 9. You have already filed. What is your name? On behalf of Miss R. Begum, Learned Council is present for the respondent number 9. I go to it, huh? Okay. 9, who has submitted that affidavit has already been filed. Okay. Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Nath.
But the last relating to the pension, the husband of the petitioner.
Yes, pension matter. Mr. Deuri, Pegu. Pension matter. Who is appearing? He appears for which department? Person department or what? No, Mr. Chutia is for whom? For the state respondent. Okay. But you have filed your affidavit. It has been filed on 20. No, one more affidavit, one other affidavit was filed by administrative reforms on 21/3. 2 affidavits have been filed. Will you like to file any rejoinder, Mr. Nath?
No, whether the pension is approved of.
Where is Mr. Chutia? Okay, we'll have it on Friday. Friday, okay. Do Sri DC Nath Learned Council for the petitioner is present. A prayer for adjournment has been made on behalf of Sri T.C. Chutia, Learned Additional Senior Government Advocate Assam. Para, list on Friday.
Right.
Item 54. Yes, 34, what is this?
Right. Hello.
Counter affidavit filed.
Counter affidavit filed by my lord PTC, but the
No, and Fukan.
director, my lord, on several occasions that took time. But what happened, my lord, in earlier occasion, petitioner approves this code and by order dated, my lord, page 40, lordship will find. That is the order in my favor, by which the petitioner was allowed to join. That earlier the service of the petitioner terminated. That order was set aside by this honorable court.
Okay.
By order dated, lordship will find page 41. And page 42 is the relevant portion, para 3. By this, my lord, the import termination was set aside and refusal was allowed. The direction to take consequential steps by the respondents to allow her to join. But till date, no steps has been taken. Petitioner is running from here to there. PTC is saying that now I am not under the PTC.
In the meantime, petitioner has been transferred under the government of Assam. So now the director of Assam,
Where are you posted now?
nowhere, my lord.
No, by the transfer order.
Transfer yet, my lord, nobody,
Nalbari.
nobody,
It is outside the BTC.
outside the petition.
Yes, Madam Director.
And since 2015, my lord, they are hanging this matter in this. At least 5 times they took time for filing affidavit. BTC has
No,
already filed. matter.
He is outside, his client is outside the BTC area, presently posted at Nalbari. So if he's posted by by a transfer order, why don't you allow him to join or discharge his duties? He cannot be made kept hanging like this. 2023, this matter has been filed. Till now, no resolution.
Look.
Okay. Who will appear? Okay, after a while. Or we'll have it on Friday.
Right, yes.
On the prayer of Miss Hartsri S. Not Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Para. On the prayer of Miss S. Chutia, the Learned Standing Counsel. Elementary Education. Matter is adjourned to be listed on Friday. Prohibited.
Right.
Item 35 and 36.
May I please?
Yes.
The school
Hmm. You have filed affidavit. You have received the copy.
today,
Okay.
file lordship, we received the
Will you
copy.
like to file
That is not,
rejoinder?
on record. Just I
Would-
received,
No, will you like to file rejoinder affidavit?
not required.
Not required. Okay. Then when? On Wednesday next,
Next,
along with the affidavit. Next Wednesday,
next, but that
along with the affidavit.
along with the affidavit.
Okay. Heard 3, FU, Board Bhuya Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Para. Also heard Miss M. Bhattacharjee, Learned Counsel for the respondents 4 and 5, who has submitted that affidavit in opposition. Separate affidavits. One. No, separate affidavits or one affidavit?
Separate.
Affidavits, affidavits in opposition have been filed on behalf of the respondents 3 and 4, 4 and 5. Today, the acknowledgement of which is, the receipt of which is acknowledged by Sri Borbhuya. Full stop. Para. Let such affidavits in opposition be tagged with the records and the matter be listed for consideration on Wednesday next. Sri U. Sharma, Learned Standing Counsel, Secondary Education, is present.
Yes, then to required law. May I challenge? Yes,
In a provincial high school,
it is minority characteristic still continues in view of the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court lordship. That case went to Supreme Court also. That I yes characteristics that. Managing committee are
but in a provincial high school, what role,
But-
what jurisdiction has the managing committee got?
so as per decisions of the Honorable Apex Court law, particular school also. Initially, that an
Okay,
order was passed by the
You place the decision on the next date.
and they have taken a stand on the other schools that is not a minority character. So that is also not applicable.
Okay, you be prepared on the next date. Okay, Wednesday next. Next.
Obliged.
37 and 48. Yes.
Yeah, please, Lordship, this is the matter relating to resolution of the service of the petition. Lordship, the Education Department has admitted our case. The last occasion they placed before this honorable court one letter that is 16/5/2025, where they have stated that our case is on the process of regularization, but it is placed before the final paper. So when if one standing counsel appeared on behalf of that, this is on record.
Yes, it was again sent to the finance department What is the outcome? Okay, heard. Both are similar, Madam Paul?
Yes.
Heard Ms. J. Paul Learned Counsel for the petitioners in these cases, full stop, para. Ms. R. M. Barua, Learned Counsel. Yes, Mr. Borpajar, you will appear or what? R. M. Barua, Learned Counsel, representing the Finance Department, has submitted that as per instructions received, the matter is under active consideration under the said department. Full stop. See accordingly prays for and is granted 2 weeks time to obtain the up-to-date instructions.
Okay.
List
It-
after 2 weeks.
And it did.
List after 2 weeks. Item 39. Huh? 39. IA for?
Allowed implement of the body manner which is already main body party here.
No, main body Mahasabha is the all along for the community.
Who is for the writ petitioner?
I am for the
And impleadment is filed by whom?
Myself.
You want to implead yourself?
That Mahasabha may be respond.
Any objection, Mr. Sharma?
only one thing I want to show my prayer, you also can see the report because any delay, my lord, that's why you are fixed to take.
I don't take that. I don't take the affidavit.
Okay. Okay.
Master will not file affidavit.
Okay, then take it.
Affidavit only will fight back that bring up Master.
Yeah.
Master should be there. If any complete for this representative of Master can report this, my lord.
What do you say, Mr. Sharma?
Here what happened?
No, on his prayer.
What?
My lord, we have got some repeat as in since 2023 there is no text for
No, we are not on that. Are you agreeing to the proposal for impleadment or will you like to
if
take
they do not
take
file, my lord,
instructions?
if they don't want to take time, all right.
No, if you want, we can grant you time to take instructions. If you want, we can allow it today because you're
If we allow, if they are not taking time, I have got all.
Yeah, I
okay. Then when the writ petition can be taken up for admission hearing?
And I am ready, man.
Next
Ali,
Wednesday?
Let me submit. Whatever, there are two groups of Manipuri Sahitya Sabha, Mahitya Parishad, they are fighting. Since 2023, there is no text of public marriage due to confusion in the grammar, one prescribed by them, one prescribed by other party. So we have made this IMA is the mother organization. When both the parties could not bring together, then this IMA came to this court. Alert. For a simple direction to the STRT to constitute a
Okay, we'll implead him and we'll have this on Wednesday next or Monday next, whenever you say. But you have to file your amended cost title by tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
who?
Writ petition.
They will do it.
No, they will not do. It is your petition.
Which one?
The writ petition is yours.
Yes.
They will not be allowed to touch your writ petition. It will you do. We'll allow the impleadment. You make the 2 pages addition.
But implement is not my.
Understood, but how can we allow him to amend your writ petition? You only 2 pages. Okay. Heard. 3. B. Sinha, Learned Counsel for the applicant, who by means of this application has sought impleadment as party respondent number 7 in
Nikhil,
the connected WPC. Five 5032 of 2024. Full stop. Sri Sinha, the Learned Counsel has submitted that the applicant is a necessary party and any orders that may be passed in the writ petition would affect his client. Full stop. Sri R.P. Sharma, the Learned Senior Counsel for the opposite party writ petitioner, has, however, has not objected to such impleadment provided, however, he has expressed urgency and prayed for early disposal of the matter. Mr. Upadhyay, for whom? Who is 5? Okay. Okay. Also heard Sri Upadhyay, learned counsel for respondent number 5, and Sri H. Barua for the finance department. SCRT. Para. Considering the above, comma, the present I for impleadment is allowed, full stop. The applicant is accordingly added as respondent number 7, full stop. I stands disposed of, full stop. The learned counsel for the writ petitioner may file an amended cause title within 2 days, by Monday. Let the writ petition be listed
Monday last will fix matter. I'll file by tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Then we'll list it after a week.
Okay, date maybe fixed matter.
In the writ petition, you're right. In view of the order passed today in I 1898/2025, allowing impleadment of respondent number 7, comma, learned counsel for the writ petitioner shall file amended cause title within 2 days. Full stop. 3. H. Borua, learned standing counsel SCRT, however, informs that the affidavit in opposition has been prepared and sent for vetting, and he accordingly prays for some time to file the same. Para. Please the writ petition after a week to enable filing of such affidavit in opposition.
On 20th of
20.
20.
Today is what? Yes, it can be done. Let's this writ petition on 26.
Available.
I had to dispose the whole, Pisar kine writ petition likhiba.
40, I think 40.
Of my service. I also provided my promotional certificate, and now they are not pressing out my service book, and photocopy is started. Their documents are, so it is full of.
Yes, what do you say? On the last occasion, your colleague had taken time. No, there was an understanding that the matter would be taken up for final disposal.
Well, their own affidavit has only furnished, my lord. There the only fee has taken that the requires the prior approval for step up. But that matter is already decided in the WPC number 4609. That matter is there, my.
What do you say,
Already
Mr.
decided,
Bora?
and money, excess money is.
Where is Mr. Talukdar? He had taken time. We had made an observation for disposal. Suddenly you appear, you are not equipped with the facts of the matter. If it's a short issue, go through the issue. We can have it after some time. Or we'll have it tomorrow or day after. Mr. But whoever takes the responsibility, be here. Okay.
On Friday.
Change of counsel has become different. It becomes difficult. Friday. Those three. DCC Fukan learned counsel for the petitioner is present, comma. A prayer for adjournment has been made by Sri P.K. Bora, learned standing counsel, Elementary Education Department, Para. In view of the above, list on Friday. Oblige.
41.
41, yes. Yes. On the prayer of Sri U. Sharma, Learned Standing Council, Secondary Education, 2 weeks' time is granted to enable him to obtain complete instructions.
But they have to file affidavit in terms of earlier order.
They have filed
No, they have to file.
Instruction. Based on such instructions, affidavit as directed earlier is required to be filed. Let us see 2 weeks. You try to have the instructions first. Yes, next.
It's relating to non-payment of gratuity and final pension. But here they has second time saying that the matter is to be placed before the cabinet. And today, Lordship, they have filed an affidavit saying the same thing, that
Where is it? Affidavit has come. Okay, we'll have this on Monday. We'll have a look at the affidavit and try to dispose of this matter. Okay. The Sri M. Khan, Learned Counsel for the petition, Apera. In terms of the earlier direction, Ms. D. Musahari, Learned Standing Counsel, Secondary Education Department, has submitted that affidavit in opposition has been filed today, a copy of which has been furnished to Sri Khan, Learned Counsel for the petition, Apera. Let the said affidavit be tagged with the records and the writ petition be listed on Monday next. Date, please. Okay. Sri Boro, Learned Counsel is AG, is present for the Accountant General. 6 and 7. SSA, as Bora. 6 and 7, huh?
In this case, no affidavit has been filed by the authority starting with pension.
Okay. On the prayer made on behalf of the department, 2 weeks further time is granted to file affidavit in opposition.
Great pleasure, Lordship.
Yes.
My lord, in this matter, affidavit are exchanged. No matter, I'd like to point out one thing, my lord, which will necessitate the production of the record. This is, my lord, primarily, they are presently, my lord, 3F appointees, and they are claiming regularization. But, my lord, if your Lordship kindly comes to their affidavit, affidavit filed on 19/5, there your Lordship, at page 103, paragraph 17, your Lordship will find it. Why, my lord? I am trying to satisfy your Lordship, my lord, why records should be necessary for freedom.
Yes.
Paragraph 17 at page 103.
Yes.
That with regard to statements within paragraph 27 of the writ petition, the deponent begs to state that at the time of applying for 8-day approval, the members of the petitioner for one society were teaching as part-time faculty and hence had to be considered as existing faculty members.
Yes.
The status of such faculty members were stated as contractual and not considered as permanent while applying for 8-day approval. Now, your Lordship will kindly come to my affidavit in reply. Your Lordship may turn to page 119 of the reply.
Yes.
Sector A1, approval process 24-25. This is, my lord, the approval process of All India Council of Technical Education. What are the requirements to be fulfilled? Your
Yes.
Lordship may kindly come to next page, page 120. Question number 88. Whether faculty not recruited on regular basis shall be considered for faculty studies ratio, the
Yes.
faculty student ratio? The answer is the contractual faculty who have taught for 2 consecutive semesters in the,
You're referring to the FAQ.
my lord.
You're referring to the FAQs.
Yes, my lord. The
Question
faculty
number?
cannot be, part-time faculty shall not be considered for faculty student ratio calculation. Now, my lord, we have been serving all along, my lord, although through my lord regular open advertisement, we are serving as part-time teachers. And if you were part-time teachers, then my lord, this condition is not satisfied. If this condition is not satisfied, my lord, showing our name as my lord permanent teachers, a fraud has been played on the my lord, not only on the my lord, these brilliant students who have been working since many years. Therefore, my lord, this record will be necessary to determine. This is not a my lord run-of-the-mill case where my lord the PF appointees are asking for regularization. Therefore, your lordship may kindly direct them to produce them.
Will this point be decided to be required to be decided?
Yes, my lord, because what happened,
No,
my lord,
so far as the issue raised in this petition is concerned, from the exchange of affidavits, perhaps we can take it up for hearing. If we feel that this point is required to be addressed, we can call for the records.
that my lord, I'll leave to your lordship, but then my lord, what I'm on is
So
that
what is your main prayer? This is a point which has you have detected from the exchange of affidavit, but so far as the stand in the affidavit is concerned, the stand is clear.
my lord, my case is that, my lord, although there have been advertisements from 2016, 18,
No,
onwards, my lord,
we have noted your case.
all those my lord, advertisements are for part-time teachers. Now, these part-time teachers, my lord, they have been shown as regular teachers for the purpose of, my lord, taking the approval of the 8th. If that is done, my lord, that is a fraud play.
No, but can we extend the contours of this
Your lordship,
adjudication process
your lordship will, my
in
lord,
this
decide the-
in this writ petition, which is essentially a writ lease between you and the government, espousing your cause?
my lord, if a fraud is played to the public, to the, my lord, these, my lord, brilliant my lord, students, they are very brilliant, my lord. They have been engaged all these years as part-time basis, and for the purpose of, my lord, 8K approval, you show them as regular appointed. Then, my lord, what is the harm in regularizing us? I have got other points, my lord, because taking our service also, my lord, some press advertisements have been issued. We have no challenge that, my lord, because they can go.
No, we at this moment records may not be necessary. We can go ahead with the adjudication process. If at that point, we don't think this got to be decided now. Yes, what do you say, Mr. Gogoi? And we want to hear this petition when?
Otherwise, the proceedings are complete.
Proceedings are complete. That is what we have stated. You tell us a date of your convenience. We'll try to consider.
Except 17 and 18, my lord, any date conflict.
last week would not be possible.
Let me do first week of July.
First week of July is the holiday. Will not come. Even you will not be here in town. May not be in the country also. Who knows?
Let us hope, my lord. We don't know this summer.
It's
third
not.
week, my
It's
lord,
summer
20
in summer in Assam and India, not summer somewhere else.
My lord, traveling away is also very difficult with wife because of the, my lord, Meghalaya incident.
You travel by road in a non-AC car or by bus.
We have to fly. Let it be on 22nd of July. 22nd of July.
Okay. Heard Sri M.K. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel, as well as Sri K. Gogoi, Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioner, assisted by Sri M. Sharma, as well as Sri K. Gogoi, Learned Counsel, Standing Counsel for the department. The Learned Counsel are in agreement that the matter can be taken up for admission hearing. Para, as suggested, list on 22nd of July.
Hello.
45 to 48. Okay, 25 matter. What is the subject?
My lord, the librarian is the librarian.
Librarian.
Is the librarian, but they're
What do you need?
getting, my lord, lesser salary than that of the clerks. It is,
But
Yeah.
what is the cadre on which you are appointed? What is the scale meant for the cadre of assistant librarian?
but the qualification, my lord, required for the.
No, no.
public
In the service rules,
Right.
is there a card
above the, my lord.
above
head-
clerks?
Above the head.
Above head, what is the scale prescribed? Okay, heard. You are in all the matter, Mr. Sakya?
My lord.
Heard 3I8 Sakya, Learned Counsel for the petitioners in these cases. Para 3 AR Tavilder, Learned Counsel, Standing Counsel, Higher Education Department, however, prays for some time to file affidavit in opposition. At least after the summer vacations to enable filing of such affidavit in opposition. 25 matter, we said in the list on 23rd of July.
Finance is also part.
Finance would like to file affidavit. Yes, finance. RM Barua. Ye chaliya. Madam Barua, H. Barua, come. Our finance would like to file affidavit. This 3-4 matters. Assistant librarian. Both here to build the Learned Counsel, Standing Counsel for the Higher Education Department, as well as Sri Miss H. Barua, representing the Finance Department, pray for and are granted 4 weeks time to file affidavit in opposition. List on date to a ये did दिलो नहीं क्या मैं?
25.
Oh.
3950.
Maybe in this nothing to say. Instead of but one thing is that, my lord, in this case,
Are the code copies legible? Let us see the code copies.
I do
Huh?
the xerox is done in the court xerox center.
You are putting the blame onto the court.
No, my lord.
Where did you get this Xerox done for the court's copy? Not in the same Xerox machine. Code copies are good.
Good.
Is this a tactic to mislead? Oh. Which page? One.
52 is the type copy. 52 is the type copy. 52 is the
53.
type copy. 52 is fine, actually not type copy. Yeah, page 52 is type copy.
53. It is similar only.
Yeah.
Therefore, is given a type copy.
Yes. This is not the issue, my lord. I will keep no problem, my lord. I'm concerned with my lord, my lord. They are playing what the college is playing, my lord. They are, my lord, this honorable court is passing out interim order. They are not following, my lord. They are, my lord, appointing the teachers in violation of the UGC norms and regulations, my lord.
You are the college.
Yes, that's the college.
Yes, why are you doing so?
Provincialized college, my lord. It's a Karimganj college is a provincialized college. It has got no.
Provincialized.
Provincial. Let me clarify.
Huh?
Let me clarify.
Is it provincialized or not?
Karimganj College is a provincialized college. It is confirmed, my lord. This honorable court, therefore, in the writ appeal filed by
If
the
suppose Mr. Das, let us assume that it's a private college, we will not follow the court's order. Is there a defense that we are a private college? You say there is no violation as such. Okay.
A date may be given, my lord.
3B Purkasta learned counsel for the petitioner undertakes to serve legible copies upon of both the cases, both the writ petitions upon 3A Das learned counsel for the respondent private respondents. Para. List when?
A date, my lord, before vacation, my lord.
List after a week. Well, okay. List these matters after immediately after the summer vacations, by which time the affidavit by the private respondents may be filed. Who is for the education department?
Higher education, my lord.
AR Tabilder, learned standing counsel higher education is present. Yes, next. Yes. What is this? No, on the last occasion, Mr. Ghosh had submitted that the issue has already been resolved by earlier direction.
Yes. Then
Are you agreeing to this proposition?
Nima
No? No, that matter was also, this same submission was made by your colleague, Mr. Khatoniar. Where is he? We had adjourned this matter only to enable Mr. Khatoniar to examine the issue. We have adjourned the matter because of that. After a while? Or Monday?
Under
No, if it is
your
covered.
lordship convenience, my
No,
lord.
if it is
Yes.
covered, we could have disposed this of today itself.
Yes.
Why unnecessary again adjourn our case? Oh, he's not there. Okay. On Monday then. Okay. Those three BJ Ghosh, learned standing counsel. Learned counsel for the petitioner. One petitioner. Is present.
No.
Is present, comma. A prayer for adjournment has been made on behalf of 3 NJ Khatoniar, learned standing counsel. Elementary Education Department. Para. Accordingly, list this case on Monday. Date.
'65 to '67.
What is the matter, Mr. Goswami?
It's a covered case. Okay, 4 cases have been filed.
Okay,
Only
we'll
for
grant
detail.
some time. Those three SK Goswami learned counsel for the petitioners in these cases are present, comma, a prayer for adjournment has been made by Ms. H. Barua on the ground that her senior Sri P. Nayak, standing counsel BTC, is unwell. Para? When? Monday next or Wednesday next?
Okay.
Wednesday. Okay. Accordingly, list this case on Wednesday next. Give the date, please.
'53.
এই এটা যে মেটাৰ আছিল আপগ্ৰেড কৰাৰ কাৰণে ফাৰ্ষ্ট অফত কৰিম বুলি There was a request by the AG. What has happened to that matter? Mr. Chaudhary, you just skipped off our mind. There was a request by Mr. Saikia to have one case in the first half. We said we'll try, but it depends.
Yes. My lord, the affidavit has been filed yesterday.
Okay.
But the court affidavit, we need to, my lord.
Okay, then we'll grant some time because we did not want to cause predicament to. He expressed some difficulty in the second half. We skipped off our mind. In 56, we right? Huh? 55. Sri D. Cycle and the senior counsel appearing for the respondent has submitted that affidavit in opposition has been filed yesterday. Yesterday.
Additional.
That affidavit has been filed in the mean affidavits in opposition have been filed. And in fact, one such affidavit was filed yesterday. Full stop. Sri M.K. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioner. I said, no, I said, petitioner has submitted that a rejoinder affidavit would be necessary. Full stop. He accordingly prays for and is granted
10 days time.
2 weeks time to file affidavit in opposition. A rejoinder affidavit. List after 10, at least after 2 weeks. 55 over item. Yes, this matter, item 51.
Yes.
Hmm.
And they have accepted their appointment as a tutor. And we have promised to the consultant they will not be agency.
Okay. What about 1 and 2 in item number 51? 1 and 2 you said. Two petitioners. Okay. Now how do you deal with their cases? What about the other 2 cases?
All the three cases by a common judgment is honorable to the
Yes.
the whole thing that the petitioners are selected candidates might honorable to directed the authority.
Now what about the new clause? If your new appointment as tutor is conditional 1.
That itself is a violation of the normal court order. That itself is a violation because this honorable court held that they are regularly selected candidates. Authority was directed to pay the regular scale of pay with along with the back wages. But now they are
No, even with this court has passed. But those were on the aspect of remanding back for examination. What was your order?
my prospect kindly turn to page 24. Page 20.
But Mr. Chisti may be correct in saying that, and that new appointment, new engagement is with a clause rider. Rider is not put to challenge. In that case, yes, if you go strictly in accordance with law, there may be still an element of violation. But we have to see the practical aspect, the substantial compliance. And what is the instructions of the petitioner? Would they like to pursue? No, would they like to pursue with this order of this court?
Yes.
Huh?
They have no alternative than to accept this orders because they are not getting salary since 1995. That is why they have to accept.
When was the order of tutor?
That's the one part. Yes, that's when the review petition was also filed. Review petition was also fit. That's not put. This one. 1 12. Date of 12/30/14.
You put on affidavit the subsequent development. We'll see. But Mr. Saikia appears to be right in contending that the issue was elaborately dealt with. It is not a case of remanding for examination. There is a finding that their salaries were illegally held up. Okay. Heard Sri I.H. Saikia learned counsel for the petitioners in these cases. Para. Also heard Sri SMT Shisti learned counsel for the respondent, who has, however, submitted that there are subsequent developments, including re-engagement of the petitioners as tutors, however, with a condition that they will not claim any. They will not have any claim on their earlier services. Full stop. He has however clarified that in these 3 writ petitions, which consist of a number of petitioners, so far as 2 petitioners are concerned, in the contempt petition 193 of 2017 is concerned, their service records could not be traced out, and therefore their re-engagements could not be done. Full stop. Para. Let this. He has also submitted that in similar circumstances, contempt petitions have been closed, and in fact has placed placed copy of one such order dated 5/2/2025, passed in contempt case number 571 of 2017. Full stop. Para. Let the aforesaid development be placed on record by way of an affidavit, for which 3 weeks' time is granted. We'll see. Try to solve the problem. Yes, next.
Yeah.
List immediately after the vacation. List after the summer vacations.
54.
None appears for the petitioner on call. Oh, I don't say none appears, but he's not there when none appear. But did he make your request or what? Okay. Don't say none. Sri SMT Shisti learned counsel for the respond numbers 3 and 4. Submits that some process is going on.
Yes.
That a process is on for compliance of the order in question. Full stop. He accordingly prays for and is granted 3 weeks' time to obtain up-to-date instructions. List of the 3 weeks.
56.
Yes. Yes, he has taken time. No, we have not. We have given him time to get
Yes.
instructions. Yes?
Yes.
We have said 3 weeks, we have said. As requested, list on 18th of July. 18th July. Yes. Item number? Yes, what is 56?
Statement taken itself.
Oh. In view of the office note dated 9/6/2025, list this case before the learned Lawzima Court to examine and pass appropriate orders.
Highly
Full stop. Thereafter, the matter may be listed before this court.
obliged.
57. 57. Yes, Mr. Mohan.
The party, they have done ticketing.
The Assembly History Learned Counsel for the respondent has submitted that though in the affidavit filed, the aspect of amendment has been brought into amendment of what?
Some procedure, though, the amendment of the Assam services.
Certain amendments have been brought into record, comma, he prays for further time to get up-to-date instructions. Full stop. List immediately after the vacations. Summer vacations. Yes. Next. 58. Mr. Manan?
On the last occasion, they were directed to comply with.
Speaking order has been passed.
There were two directions. One was correct the repetition of name, then second was to recast the list after the after deleting the names which were earlier there. And if the petitioner
They have
comes,
done this. They have passed an order.
I have not seen that.
If have furnished an order, we'll close this, but we'll give him liberty. If the heard Sri Y.S. Mannan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, para. Sri P.K. Bora, Learned Counsel, appearing for the respondents, has however submitted that during the pendency of this contempt petition, comma, an order has been passed by the department on date on 17/1/2000, no, not 17, 10/6/2025. Full stop. He submits that the direction of this court has been complied with. Para. Let a copy of this order be furnished to Sri Mannan. Full stop. In view of the aforesaid development, this court is of the opinion that the present contempt petition is not required to be continued any further, and the same is accordingly closed. Full stop. However, liberty is granted to the petitioner to approach the appropriate forum in case there is any grievance with the order mentioned above.
Obliged.
Mr. Atia?
Last occasion to which time was granted to
Counter affidavit filed. You filed the counter affidavit. Part 3 AJ Atia, Learned Counsel for the petitioner para. On the prayer of 3 SMT Shishti, Learned Counsel, Standing Counsel, Secondary Education Department. Further 3 weeks time is granted to file the affidavit in opposition. Para, list immediately after the summer vacation. Oh, let me see. List, don't say me, sorry, list on 21st of July, 2025.
My lord, my lord.
First,
August,
okay. Then.
other 1 week.
And we'll say in the first week of August.
First.
Oh,
Like,
yes, next. Mr. Sharma?
Please, your lordship, non-compliance of the order dated 8/1, lordship. Office was put to respondent number
You
1.
appeared, Mr. Ravilder? 2. And 1, what about 1? Who is 1? Narayan Court, Secretary. One and 2. Now, these are contempt matters. Unless you file affidavit, unless you file wakalat nama, you are not, will not advise you to appear. Okay, but you have already entered appearance. Okay. Sri A.R. Tahildar, Learned Counsel, has submitted that he has entered appearance for the respondent number 2 and would file the affidavit in opposition. No, he has entered appearance. Ki kono? Sri S.J. Sharma, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Para. Both Sri A.R. Tahildar and both Sri. Can you record your submission that will be appearing? No, that you will seek instructions to appear or have instructions to file wakalatnama. He is under instructions that he will be filing the wakalatnama tomorrow. No, then will not be proper. Sri A.R. Tahildar, Learned Counsel, has submitted that he has instructions to appear on behalf of the respondent number 2 and would be filing the formal power tomorrow. Para. List this matter after a week. Accordingly, list this matter after a week. Yes, you take a note of this.
Public.